Here we have an Asus RTX 3070 that came in for no power. The card looks something like this. We already disassembled it, and we have the motherboard on the bench, and the motherboard looks something like this. 4-pin 12-volt connector and 3-pin 12-volt connector. Let's take a look and see what's going on and why the card is not working. We're going to start by measuring our 12-volt lines, and the fact that the card is completely dead, no fan spin, no lights, nothing, makes me believe that we may have a problem with our 12-volt lines. Lines. Let's measure at the coils down here. Meter in continuity mode. One probe on ground and continuity mode, not ohms mode. And you see, we have a short. What about this one? 475 ohms. We do not have a short here. However, we do have a short right here. Done. We figured out the problem. As long as our GPU is good, then the board should be fixable. A short on the 12-volt line here is most likely a MOSFET. One of those. But we do not know. What I'm going to do is inject voltage at the shorted area of the coil, and we're going to monitor the board under a thermal camera and see what gets hot on the board. Right now it's 6:45. We usually close at 6, but I thought let me work on this card before I go home so we can have a video for tonight. Hopefully it's a fix. I worked on so many devices today, and it's the first day that I work on 3 consecutive iPads and none of them were a fix. What can you do? So hopefully this card is a fix. Right now I want to specifically monitor this column of MOSFETs that we see here. So let's inject voltage at the coil and see what happens. I'm injecting voltage at the coil, and anything getting hot? Voltage injection tool is showing 2.7 amps being drawn by the card. Let me increase voltage just a tiny bit. I mean, right now, although not too obvious, I do see something right over here. You see it? Right at the X. I'm gonna remove my probe. And you see? One more time. It's very slight. Watch this. Watch this. You see it? Right here at the X. Very, very slight. I mean, if you do not have a trained eye and you have a thermal cam, you can easily overlook this. But I do see it. One more time. Right here. And where is this coming from? Right here. Right here. This guy. Let's go ahead and remove it and see if that will release our short. Okay. Out. And let's see. Do we still have a short? The million-dollar question is, do we still have a short? Meter in continuity mode. And the short is gone. You see? Look at this. We are now reading 376 ohms. 370. And the second coil, we are reading 398. Great. So we pinpointed the short and we got rid of it in a few minutes. So all we have to do is solder a replacement and we can test. Let's apply some leaded solder. The top part here, all those 10 pins are connecting to each other. They are all connected as one. Let's confirm that. Meter in continuity mode. And if we test from here to here to here to here to here to here to here, so this whole column or row is one. And we have this big pad here which connects 5 pins on this side and 3 pins on that side, and the rest of the pins are connecting with this pad, so on and so forth. So do not be alarmed if the top pins bridged, because they are supposed to. They're all one pin. I'm saying this now so we can save the world from complaints, because somebody in the comments will say, oh, how come I see 2 bridged pins? All right, and that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. And let's get rid of the glare. And fume extractor off. Let's go ahead and try the cord and see what happens. We have another card here that we're going to be working on next, and this one was mailed over to us from Canada, even though we are not accepting video cards right now. But the customer was honestly almost begging to mail this card over. So we told the customer that we're going to take it in, but you have to pay for expedited service and $65 for the repair attempt if it's a no fix. Customer agreed and he mailed it over. And just 2-3 days after, he started to complain. Where's my card? Where's my card? Where's my card? Where's my card? We made him pay expedited so he does not have to wait 2 years to get to his card. That's what happens when you do good with people. We're gonna work on it, send it back to him, and not accept any more devices from the person. And it came to a point where he's leaving comments on YouTube complaining that we are taking longer than usual to get to his card. And it's only been a couple of days. Even though we told him that we are not accepting video cards. We are not accepting video cards. We are not accepting video cards. And he insisted. He is disappointed. And we are not professionals. We do not want you to mail stuff to us anymore. We're going to work on this one and mail it back to you, whether it's a fix or no fix. If it's a no fix, we get paid our $49 for expedited and $65 for the repair attempt. And if it's a fix, then good for the customer. But I do not have to go through this where the customer is nagging, like there's no tomorrow. Let's plug the HDMI cable. And we have another expedited tablet. I'm not going to be able to get to it today. All right, so let's see. The card is plugged in, HDMI cable plugged in, power cables plugged in, and of course you cannot see me. All right, so we have the card plugged in, 2 12-volt connectors plugged in, HDMI cable, and just for safety, we're going to put our goggles and on. Right, so it's going on and off, on and off, on and off. Why? Oh, CPU is not plugged in. Great. Great job. Our CPU cable is not plugged into the motherboard. How amazing is that? Okay. Let's try it now. Goggles on. All right, fan is on. Great. It's not going off anymore. And we want to see something on the screen. Yes, yes. Yes. Great. Working. The card is working. Right now, I'm going to put this on Big Boss's desk so he can test it tomorrow. He'll let it run for about 30 minutes, and then we can let the customer know. So that's it. Great end of the day repair. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.